What if the secret to living a longer, healthier life was not found in a bottle of pills or some complicated diet, but in something far more ordinary, something you do every single day? I'm talking about hygiene. Yes, the way you clean your body. But not just in general. I mean, 5 specific areas that, when cared for properly, can help you prevent illness, stay mobile, and maintain your independence well into your later years. Now, I know that might sound too simple to be true, but the truth is, these small daily habits have made a powerful difference in the lives of many older adults, people just like you, who discovered, sometimes the hard way, that ignoring the little things can lead to big problems. In this episode of The Elder's Insight, we're going to explore 5 often overlooked parts of the body that need regular care. Through real stories and medical insight, you'll learn how taking just a few extra minutes each day can help protect your health, restore your comfort, and maybe even add years to your life. Stick with me. One of these may surprise you. Let's get started. 1. The forgotten neck. It's easy to overlook the neck. After all, it's not a place we think of first when it comes to daily hygiene. But for many older adults, this small area can become a source of quiet discomfort and even health issues, if not cared for properly. Take Aunt Rose, for example. In her 70s, she was always the picture of grace. Pearls around her neck, scarves in the winter, and a soft smile that made everyone feel at home. But one summer, she began feeling itchy and uncomfortable right around her neck. Small red patches appeared in the folds of her skin, and the irritation grew worse each week. At first, she thought it was just dry skin or maybe a bit of sunburn. But when it didn't go away, she went to see her doctor. What she learned was something many of us don't consider. Sweat, oil, and dirt can build up in the folds of the neck, especially with age. And when that happens, it creates the perfect environment for bacteria and fungus to grow. Her doctor explained that the skin around the neck, especially under the chin or near the collar, can become sensitive over time. Washing it gently every day with soap and warm water, drying it thoroughly, and using a mild moisturizer can help prevent these issues before they start. After just a few weeks of making this small change, the redness faded, the itching stopped, and Aunt Rose? She didn't just feel better. She felt like herself again. The neck may seem like a small thing, but for many of us, it's a place where comfort begins. When you take care of it, you're not just cleaning your skin. You're protecting your sense of ease, your freedom to move, and your peace of mind. So tomorrow morning, when you're washing your face, take one more moment. Gently clean around your neck. Pat it dry. Maybe even give it a bit of lotion. It only takes a minute, but it can make a lasting difference. 2. The hands that protect us. Our hands have done so much over the years. They've held babies, written letters, stirred soup, and wiped away tears. They've helped us care for others, and yet we often forget to care for them properly in return, especially when it comes to something as simple and powerful as hand washing. Take Mrs. Clara, a 75-year-old retired school secretary. She's the kind of woman who always has a home-cooked meal ready and a tidy kitchen to match. But for a few months, Clara had been dealing with uncomfortable stomach issues. Nothing serious, but enough to wear her down. Bloating, cramps, and occasional nausea after eating. She changed her diet, cut back on coffee, and even tried probiotics. But the symptoms stayed. It wasn't until a conversation with her doctor that something unexpected came up. The doctor gently asked, "Clara, do you wash your hands before every meal?" She paused. At home, when her hands didn't look dirty, she often skipped it. And that was the issue. Her doctor explained that germs don't have to be visible to be dangerous. Bacteria and viruses live on the surfaces we touch daily. Light switches, phones, even the TV remote. And when we eat without washing up, those germs can make their way into our bodies. Clara was surprised by how much that simple step could affect her health. She started making hand washing part of her routine again: soap, warm water, and 20 seconds of care. Within a week, the discomfort she'd grown used to had disappeared. Sometimes it's the smallest habits that bring the biggest relief. Clean hands not only protect us from illness, they restore a sense of control, dignity, and well-being. So the next time you sit down for a meal, remember Clara, and take that moment to care for the hands that have always cared for others. 3. Armpits. A small area with big impact. It's not the part of the body we often think about, but when it's ignored, it can quietly affect how we feel, how we move, and how we see ourselves, more than we might realize. Let me tell you about Miss Dorothy, a 72-year-old widow who used to love attending church potlucks and baking pies for the neighbors. After her husband passed, though, she slowly began to lose interest in those little routines. She stayed home more, talked less, and over time stopped taking care of herself the way she once did, especially when it came to personal hygiene. Her daughter began noticing an unpleasant odor when visiting. At first, she said nothing, not wanting to embarrass her mother. But then Miss Dorothy started complaining about a painful rash under her arms, something she'd been too shy to mention. It stung when she moved and itched throughout the day. Eventually, her daughter gently convinced her to visit a doctor. What they learned was simple but eye-opening. Dorothy had stopped washing her underarms regularly. Sweat, bacteria, and dead skin had built up, creating the perfect conditions for irritation and odor. The doctor explained that as we age, the skin becomes more sensitive. Even areas we once paid little attention to, like the armpits, can become trouble spots without daily care. The solution wasn't complicated. Wash gently with mild soap, rinse well, and dry thoroughly. No harsh scrubbing, no perfumed products, just kindness to the skin. Dorothy followed that advice. Within days, the rash began to fade, the discomfort lifted, but more than that, something deeper shifted. She began dressing up again, answering the phone when friends called, laughing more. Taking care of her armpits may seem like a small thing, but it helped Dorothy return to herself, because when we feel fresh, we feel free, and sometimes that makes all the difference. 4. Feet. The foundation of independence. Your feet carry you through life. Step by step, they support your balance, your movement, your freedom. But when they're neglected, even the simplest daily task, walking to the mailbox, standing at the stove, getting out of bed, can become painful. Let me tell you about Grandma Lynn. She was a passionate gardener in her late 70s, known for her colorful flowers and her habit of walking barefoot in the backyard to feel the earth. It brought her joy, until one day she noticed a burning itch between her toes. Then came the peeling skin. Eventually, it hurt just to stand. At first, she tried over-the-counter creams, but nothing worked. It wasn't until she visited her doctor that she discovered the cause: a fungal infection caused by trapped moisture, dirt, and bacteria from walking barefoot and not properly washing and drying her feet. Her doctor gave her a simple routine: wash your feet daily with warm water and mild soap, dry them completely, especially between the toes, and apply a gentle moisturizer to prevent cracking. She also suggested breathable socks and shoes that allowed airflow to reduce sweat and friction. Grandma Lynn took that advice to heart, and within a few weeks, not only did the infection clear up, but she also started moving easier. She returned to her garden with a smile, this time in shoes. Foot care might seem basic, but it's especially critical as we age. Older adults often experience reduced circulation, thinning skin, and a higher risk of small wounds becoming serious. Paying attention to your feet can help you spot problems early, before they grow into something more painful or dangerous. So tonight, before bed, take a moment. Look at your feet. Wash them gently. Dry them well. Notice any changes. It's not just about hygiene. It's about staying independent, staying mobile, and staying connected to the life you love. 5. The quiet importance of intimate hygiene. It's not always easy to talk about, especially for women of a certain generation. But the truth is, intimate hygiene is a vital part of staying healthy, comfortable, and confident as we age. And while the subject might feel awkward, it's one of the most important conversations we can have. Let me tell you about Mrs. Evelyn, a 78-year-old widow and former librarian. She's thoughtful, independent, and takes pride in keeping her home and garden beautiful. But for several months, Evelyn had been struggling with something she didn't quite know how to talk about. She had started noticing a persistent irritation, a slight burning sensation, and occasional discomfort when she sat for long periods. At first, she brushed it off as dryness from aging. She tried using creams she had in her bathroom drawer, but nothing seemed to help. In fact, things gradually got worse, and the discomfort began affecting her sleep and mood. It wasn't until her friend gently opened up about experiencing something similar that Evelyn found the courage to speak with her doctor. After a gentle and respectful examination, her doctor confirmed that she had developed a mild infection, likely due to trapped moisture and not cleaning the area thoroughly over time. Evelyn was surprised. She had always been careful about cleanliness, but what she didn't realize was that the needs of our bodies change as we age. Skin becomes more delicate. The natural balance of bacteria in our intimate areas shifts, and without proper care, even a small lapse in hygiene can lead to discomfort, urinary tract infections, or skin irritation. Her doctor offered simple, effective advice. First, wash intimate areas gently every day with lukewarm water. No harsh soaps, no strong fragrances. These can irritate the skin and disrupt the natural balance down there. In most cases, water is enough, and if needed, a mild, non-irritating cleanser made for sensitive skin can be used once in a while. Second, always dry the area completely. Moisture can become a breeding ground for bacteria and fungus, especially in folds of skin or where airflow is limited. Pat the area dry with a soft towel, never rub, and avoid wearing anything damp. Third, choose breathable cotton underwear and loose-fitting clothing that allows air to circulate. Tight synthetic fabrics can trap sweat and irritate the skin, especially during warm months or if you're active during the day. And finally, speak up when something doesn't feel right. If there's a change in odor, a new discomfort, or a lingering itch that doesn't go away, talk to your doctor. These conversations might feel uncomfortable, but they are completely normal and could prevent serious problems down the line. After following this advice, Evelyn's symptoms improved within just 2 weeks. But something else changed too. She told her friend that she felt more herself again, more in control, more at ease. She no longer felt that quiet, constant worry in the back of her mind. That freedom, she said, was even more valuable than the relief itself. The truth is, intimate hygiene is not just about preventing infection. It's about preserving our dignity. It's about giving our bodies the same care and attention we offer our families, our homes, and the things we cherish. And there's nothing embarrassing about that. If you've never been taught how to care for this part of your body as it changes, you're not alone. Many women weren't given the information they needed, but it's never too late to learn. And it's never wrong to care. So the next time you step into the shower, take just 1 extra minute. Clean gently, dry thoroughly, and choose comfort over shame. Make it part of your daily rhythm, just like brushing your teeth or combing your hair. Because when we take care of ourselves in these quiet, personal ways, we don't just protect our health, we reclaim our confidence, we restore our peace of mind, and we remind ourselves that no matter our age, we are still worthy of attention, care, and comfort. Evelyn's story is not unique. It's one many women will quietly relate to. And maybe, just maybe, hearing it today will help someone you love avoid the discomfort she went through. So let's break the silence, gently, respectfully, and without shame. You deserve to feel good in your own skin, in every part of it. Small daily habits that make a big difference. We've talked about hands, feet, armpits, the neck, and intimate areas, and how proper hygiene in these places can truly add to your quality of life. But beyond washing, there are a few more small, daily habits that can quietly support your health, comfort, and dignity, especially as we grow older. These habits may seem simple, even obvious, but practiced consistently, they can help prevent problems before they start and help you feel more in control of your body every day. Tip number 1. Change your towels and washcloths regularly. We often forget that the cloths we use to clean ourselves can hold onto moisture and bacteria, especially if they're left damp in the bathroom. Make it a habit to change your towel every 3 to 4 uses, and your washcloth even more often. Always let them dry completely between uses. Fresh fabric means a cleaner, healthier you. Tip number 2. Moisturize after bathing. As we age, our skin tends to lose its natural oils, becoming drier and more prone to cracking. This is especially true after a hot shower or bath. Using a gentle, fragrance-free lotion on your hands, feet, elbows, and neck can prevent small skin issues from becoming bigger problems. And beyond that, it's a kind way to care for yourself, like saying thank you to your body. Tip number 3. Do a quick daily skin check. Just take a few minutes each day, perhaps after your shower, to look over your body. Check for any new redness, rashes, swelling, or unusual marks, especially in areas you don't see often, behind the knees, between the toes, under the arms. Catching small changes early can save you from discomfort or even a trip to the hospital down the line. Tip number 4, keep your nails trimmed and clean. Fingernails and toenails can easily collect dirt and bacteria. And long nails can break or press into the skin, causing pain or infection. Trim them regularly, clean under them gently, and if you have trouble reaching your toes, don't be afraid to ask for help or visit a foot care specialist. Healthy nails are part of a healthy body. Tip number 5. Wear clean, breathable clothing. It sounds simple, but what touches your skin all day matters. Loose-fitting, breathable fabrics like cotton help reduce sweat, prevent irritation, and keep air moving around your body. Avoid tight waistbands or synthetic materials that trap heat and moisture. Getting dressed each morning is another chance to support your well-being, one layer at a time. These tips aren't just about hygiene. They're about self-respect, comfort, and prevention. You deserve to feel good in your skin. You deserve to move through your day with ease, and sometimes all it takes is a few small changes. Done gently, done daily. When it comes to living a long, healthy life, it's easy to focus on the big things: medications, diets, exercise plans. But as we've seen today, sometimes it's the smallest habits that carry the most power. Washing your hands before a meal, taking a moment to care for your feet, gently cleaning the folds of your neck, paying attention to those quiet areas, like your underarms and intimate parts, that too often get overlooked. These aren't just hygiene routines, they are daily acts of self-respect, comfort, and dignity. And the stories you've heard, from Clara, Dorothy, Evelyn, and others, show that it's never too late to start again. A few simple changes brought them relief, restored their confidence, and helped them feel more like themselves. So today, take a moment to think, Which of these small habits will you bring back into your routine? Which area might need just a little more attention, a little more care? If this video gave you something to think about, I invite you to share it with a friend, maybe someone who needs a gentle reminder, just like you. And if you found even one tip helpful today, let us know in the comments. Type the word simple, because often it's the simple things that change everything. Until next time, stay well, stay kind to yourself, and as always, stay wise.